Fear of entry is something that a lot of us traders experience in our own trading journeys. And I think it boils down to two things really. One is to do with your emotions, and the second is the lack in confidence. So in terms of emotions, when we first start out when we're trading, we don't want to lose, do we? It's us being afraid of losing. So when we participate in a trade, instantly our emotions kick in. We don't want to experience a losing trade, and this is when we start doing random things like praying or hoping that the trade doesn't hit our stop loss.
Heart's been broke too many times. I don't know what to believe. Because at this point,
the question I'd ask you is, how much are you actually risking to start doing these things? Is your risk management keeping you emotionally stable? Have you numbed yourself? Have you removed your senses to seeing numbers fluctuate on your screen? Because some people haven't even gotten over that first step. And it's all about detaching yourself from the outcome of the trade. There shouldn't be any heavy emotional influence on every single trade that you place, because otherwise it's going to mess you up in the long term and ruin your trajectory in the long term of your trading career. So it's good to not place so much heavy emotion on every single trade. You want to disconnect the attachment of the outcome and disconnect your emotion from the outcome from every single trade. The second thing is lacking confidence. If you have a trade which is not backtested enough and you have no physical evidence through backtesting and journaling, if your trade actually, if you have a proof of concept, would you feel confident that your trade is going to be a winner? I wouldn't. If I don't have previous track record of my strategy and my whole trading model not working out, then how can I have confidence of placing capital behind that trade? It doesn't make sense. So confidence really comes from making sure that you have sufficient substance around your trading model, having a strict rule set and only wanting to see certain things in price play out and having certain confluences take place before placing a trade. Because it stops things happening such as, wanting to see a rejection and then still not being confident enough. So you want to see another rejection. But at some point, you're going to realise that you haven't taken the trade yet because you've not seen enough times in your own research in the markets in previous data that what you actually need was maybe only one rejection or one influence or one certain confluence in price. So it's essentially about making sure that you're recording every single place that you've seen your model play out. Because you should have your rules on one side, and while you're trading, if you see your rules and confluences ticked off, sort of like a checklist, if you have all the confluences play out and all your rules and you're staying within them, then you'll be able to gauge whether it will be appropriate to have full margin on your trades or half margin, or dialing even back to crawling risk if you're in drawdown, for example. So yeah, in summary, having confidence really comes down to whether you have confidence in your own trading model. And the way you gain confidence in your trading model is by seeing it repeatedly happening in the markets multiple times over and over again. It was only until when I started journaling properly, which was when I saw my model playing out multiple times, sticking to my rules, making sure that my setup occurred in my time window. Because if you see when you first learn about your model through a source of knowledge, whether it be YouTube or books or whatever, yes, the mentor, the teacher can show to you that this model works, or that in these scenarios, in these trading conditions, the strategy plays out. But you shouldn't take their word for it. You should have your own due diligence to go into the markets, into backtesting, to see and prove to yourself with your own eyes that what you've learned actually happens, and if it's repeatable, so that when you come to forward testing, you're able to see that when the markets are printing live and you annotate the charts, if you see these signatures in price playing out again, you're essentially predicting what's going to happen in the market. So, backtesting and journaling and recording statistically how much, your win rate of this model, of this trading strategy, is the key. Me, myself, when I was learning my trading strategy, I learned it through watching YouTube videos, and the mentor was proving to me that these things were repeating over and over again, and the concepts that I was learning repeats over and over again. However, the only way you can gain confidence and being able to remove the fear of entering is by seeing in your own mind and gaining experience through journaling and feeding it back to yourself. Is to go back into the markets and seeing whether it works. Now, there are people out there who are backtest warriors, but the difference between them and actual traders is that they don't know how to actually execute in the market. They haven't done that vital stage of tape reading, forward testing, watching the charts print live, and annotating it, noting down that every single stage of their trading strategy play out. If they'd see the first phase of their strategy, the second phase, what they might, according to their backtesting, what would happen next, and if it plays out, it plays out, and if it doesn't, why didn't it play out? The experience that you gain from the markets it molds you. It's shaping and refining your strategy using your own experience, so that you're able to dodge so many losing trades. This was just a quick video that I wanted to film about fear of entry because it was something that I encountered myself, and I'm hoping that it helps other people that are currently experiencing this at the minute, help them too. I've got a Discord community in the link below, and I've also got my Instagram where I'm posting about my own trades. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.